Welcome to Dave's Cards and Sports Games. We're going to do a real fast video now. We're going to do Topps Celebration. Need a few cards for a set, so I figured I'd buy a couple of boxes. They were fairly cheap. I had a lot of credit at Real Sports Cards in Champlain Park, so I went there for this one. I also buy cards at Hitter Sports Cards, and I also buy cards at 3-Star Sports Cards in Little Canada. I know Kennison wants me to get over to the store. It just opened up in Minnetonka, but I live in Blaine, and I don't really hang out on the 494 over there that often. But I will see Kennison. He's a great guy. I basically see Dan over at the Little Canada store. See Jesse at Hitters in Blaine. He's a good guy. Nate up at Real Sports Cards in Champlain. All right, we're going to do a fast video here. I might do what they call the super break, as I have to go to the Twins games here in a little bit. I'm meeting somebody, so I basically have 10 or 15 minutes to do this video. The super break. Open them so fast I might break a finger. And my comedy's terrible. All right, here we go. We'll do half a break here. This is the 2025 Topps. And then we have upside down card there of McDermott. That's Sand Glitter. Volpe. Sand Glitter. Abrams, Game Day Drip, what they wear, and there's a mascot card and a Stars of MLB, which is brutal. Manny Machado, it's the 89 Retro, though with the 8-bit stars, power players, Stars of MLB, nobody cares about. Upside down, Pete Crow Armstrong is good. How about Hunter Green? Looking good. Mascot for the Cubs, there's Kobe Mayo. Unfortunately, it's Stars of MLB, only worth about $1. Call to the Hall, Nolan Ryan, 8-bit. There's a power players of Jose Ramirez, Stars of MLB. Imanaga. Second half of the box, or half of a box. Devers, numbered card, so that we'll put over here. Yoshida, that's the first chrome. And there's another glitter. And there's Lindor, dripping. And there's Mr. Red. I like the Reds mascot. Ellie De La Cruz with the Reds. We'll fly here. One of the fastest videos I've done. There's a nice Aaron Judge. Home field advantage. Aaron Judge. You're watching Dave's Cards and Sports Games. That is what you want right there. Home. That paid for both boxes and some. These are case hits. I mean, this guy here is trying to get $2,500. I think he's a little off. Others are trying to get $150 for it, $120. Absolutely incredible. I don't know why they're trying to get so much for the Aaron Judge. If that was just a joke. There it is. Case hit. Aaron Judge. Hall of Famer, even if he gets hurt the rest of his career, I believe. He's had just one of the best 10-year stretches in baseball history. This card is going for about $75 to $150 where you can find it. So, obviously, it was worth more than the entire box. I paid for the entire box. We're still in the first half of box 1. We'll put that right there. Let's finish the box. There's Bryce Harper, not bad. Paul Skeens, the cards just keep on coming. Power player Soto, another Aaron Judge, but it's Stars of MLB, which nobody cares about. Slowed the video down a little bit. Spencer Steer, Sandglitter, Manny Machado looking really good. How about the Rangers captain, mascot named captain? Reese Hins, greatest hits. Ellie De La Cruz, power player, very nice. Juan Soto, Stars of MLB, not so nice. All right, that's half of a box. That took me 5 minutes to do half. This is going to be crazy. I am going to have to be record pace for this second half. Awesome. I mean, I'm not expecting to get a home field advantage card in a box, let alone one of the top players in the game. Not arguably, but he is. All right. Here we go. Super opening again. We'll do half of it right about here. And let's see if we'll have another pause. There's the greatest hits of Ben Rice. Hit a homer today, or yesterday. There's power player Lindor. Stars MLB Robert. Get to the next pack. Paredes. How about Soto dripping? Philly Fanatic, one of the best mascots in baseball. One of the first. Him and the San Diego Chicken. Shohei, very nice. Arenado, another Judge. And a Vladdy. DJ Hers. That is a Sandglitter. Jaron Duran. There's the Washington mascot Screech. Altuve and his Grapefruit. That's the first one of those we've seen. There's another Shohei. Power player. There's James Wood. Unfortunately, it's the Stars of MLB. Don't like getting team cards in refractor style. There's Francisco Lindor. Sandglitter. Trout dripping. Dinger. They sure give up a lot of dingers in Colorado. Rhett Lauder. Witt. Trout power play. Brooks Lee from the Twins and the MLB. Stars of MLB. Doyle in the glitter. Corbin Carroll dripping and pause. Sweeping. All right, that was box 1. A very, very fun box. Let's get to box 2 here. That one only took me 3 minutes to do, so I'm doing a much better pace on that one. My goal is 6 minutes for the rest of the box. All right, let's get to these here. Juan Soto, bat card, very nice. Call to the Hall, Griffey, Tatis, Olsen, a very good box that was. Pack that was, I should say. Glitter, drip, mascot for the A's. Wonder if he went with the Sacramento this year. Ben Rice. Good young player. There's Dylan Cruz, good young player. James Wood, good young player. This is very nice. Paul Skeens game day drip. Orbit from the Astros. Once again, hope you're having a great Wednesday. I'll be going to the Twins game today, sitting in 115, which is the second row behind the really expensive seats. But it should be a lot of fun, good seats. Hopefully see them beat the White Sox. Never know when you go to a Twins game what they're going to do. There's a foil. Cactus League, we'll put that with the Grapefruit League. Mookie Betts, Power Player Freeman, Jose Ramirez MLB. Anthony Rizzo, that's regular foil. Sand Glitter, Mookie, and Mrs. Met, not Mr. Met, there's the Mrs. Chipper. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. To Dave's Cards and Sports Games on YouTube. Last 8 packs. I will not get these uploaded to YouTube until late tonight. But those friends watching on Facebook, you're going to see them now. Jackson Merrill, very nice. Very nice. And it's the blue sparkle, which I think is worth more. So that is very nice. Xander Bogaerts, Sand Glitter. Kershaw, Sand Glitter. Alonso dripping. The White Sox mascot at an A's game, I think, which is really weird. Mike Pizza. Sonny Gray, Sand Glitter, Gunnar Henderson, the blooper from the Braves. L.A. De La Cruz, Cactus League. 8 bits, Julio, Stars. Last 4 packs in this video. I opened up a few packs or boxes in the past, and I was able to get an autograph in every other box, so it'd be kind of nice to get one here. All right, here we go. The last 2 boxes. Here's Talone regular foil refractor. Zach DeCenzo, Vladdy, and Mariner Moose. Where is the Twins' TC Bear? He's the best mascot. Brooks Lee, talking about the Twins. There's Kobe Mayo. Mookie Betts. Shota. Seth Brown in the glitter. How about Shohei in the game day drip? There's TC Bear. You ask and you will see. You receive. All right. Hey, I got TC Bear. Much better than an autograph. And Shohei. Aaron Judge. So very good box here. We were able to get in the 2 boxes a home field advantage of Aaron Judge. Also, a blue sparkle, which has some value, of Jackson Merrill. The 2 best cards. Also, a Juan Soto game-used bat. Hope you're having a good day. You're watching Dave's Cards and Sports Games.